And welcome to the show. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today, this post-Memorial Day weekend edition of the show. I hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day, remembering, well, you know, the fallen. I noticed in the reporting, they certainly pay attention to everyone who has served in the military. And, of course, there is considerable amount of focus on those who have given a lot, their life. And I remember going to the wall, the memorial wall of Vietnam veterans, the Vietnam Wall, that wall, black stone, and walking it. It is something. Or if you go to Arlington Cemetery, it really does capture the whole meaning of Memorial Day and those who have given the ultimate sacrifice, that is their life. And then those who have given a lot as well may not have died, but have lost their health in one way or another. Their mental health or their physical well-being due to wounds. Some of my friends are physicians and attend at the Veterans Hospital here in Tampa, Florida. And they say to me, they tell me that the head wounds, the IEDs from the war in Iraq and Afghanistan, is just horrific. And given the medical science now, they're able to keep a wounded soldier alive who once would have died in the field, on the battlefield. A couple of the doctors said to me, they wondered whether that was a good thing or not. You read between the lines what they meant. They have to be careful what they say. They trust me not to reveal. As a journalist, I would never reveal the source. I was telling Gary that I was watching last night on Showtime their series on the Fourth Estate. And it's a interesting look into the world of journalism, and in particular, the New York Times. It's remarkable. You ever give up the source. That last night I told Gary I just was so impressed with the commitment, the level of commitment these journalists have. And you know what I do on the show as part of journalism doesn't compare. But I found it inspiring to see how hard they work and what they're trying to do. Now, not everybody, you know, it has become so politicized. And, of course, the media is always lumped into one great mass and attacks on it, whatever. That's a topic for another show. But I was yesterday, where I lived in Pittsburgh, we lived next to a cemetery, believe it or not, Mount Carmel Cemetery. My father's buried there. And from my bedroom window, I could look across and see the cemetery. And during the Vietnam War, they would have military funerals. And I saw some of them from my bedroom, because it was a 2-story house. The honor guard coming. And it was frequent. So those are the memories, right? And you think of all the people that have given their life for this country. It's just astounding. Astounding. It is. It truly is remarkable. Memorial Day is supposed to remind us not to take things for granted, and especially our country, right?
Yeah. I mean, my nephew's over in Germany right now.
Yeah.
A little choked up.
Well, you know, it does. It does get to you. All the young people that have given their life, and everybody too, but the lion's share of the deaths are young people. They fight the wars. And then you have the older, of course, older meaning in their 30s or 40s, the colonels and whomever. I know it's the barbecues and all that. We're supposed to celebrate our country, but to me, it's about the fallen, really, and those who have given their sacrifice of their life and limbs too, and whatnot, and PTSD, and goes on and on. Talk to some doctors who attend at a veterans hospital. It's sobering. Anyway, in spite of all that, there's a ray of hope comes out of all of that, because we have to be grateful for what we have, are grateful for our country. We keep, on this show, we keep trying to push ourselves. I push myself, I push Gary. Always trying to improve and find our way into a better space, and to cover things, to report on things, and to talk about things that may not necessarily translate into you doing something to help improve the quality of your life or your health, but would provoke thought, right? And to provoke thought and to get people to reflect and to perhaps consider making a change in the way they think about things or see the world or a particular issue. It's not always about biology around here. It's about, I tell Gary all the time, I say that, everybody says it's a health talk show, but I said, I'm telling you, this is a show about life. The more I do it, I'm only catching on now, After 13 years, I'm starting to get it now. Takes me a while. 13 years. We just celebrated our 13th. I can't believe, I sit here, I'm looking at myself on a monitor, and I'm thinking, 13 years ago, what were you doing, buddy? 13 years. And we've covered a lot of territory. And I would like to think that the show has matured and grown, and it has in a lot of ways. Technologically now, for sure. We're doing technological things that we never did before. And thanks to Gary and to Stephen and others. And thematically, I'm talking about things that I didn't talk about before because I feel more comfortable. I had to figure out where the pressure points were. This is an interesting challenge. You don't want to alienate people. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you will. Because you'll talk about something, you'll express a point of view, and somebody disagrees with you, and they might get upset about it and not want to listen to you anymore or watch you anymore. I don't mind people at all disagreeing at all. I don't. I'm comfortable with that. After all, they're ideas. Ideas do have consequences, no doubt. But that's how we grow, by talking about, I'm persuadable. People, you can persuade me on something. There's some things that I won't move on. That I know. I just won't move on them because they're so anchored to my values. And I'm not unusual in that regard. We all are like that. But we have to keep fighting the disease of ignorance. And then, of course, the side effect of stupidity. And I'm trying to do my best not to fall prey to either one. We come back, I want to tell you something about the Mediterranean diet and the greatest, probably one of the biggest paradox to come over the transom in a good while. Countries practicing the Mediterranean diet. Guess what? Their kids aren't doing so well. Oh, my.
I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce
Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching. Story trending today about a study by the World Health Organization. The WHO has been doing this particular project for 10 years, and they got the report is out. It's called the Childhood Surveillance Initiative Highlights 2015-2017. They published some some preliminary data. As I said, this has been this particular it's called Childhood Obesity Surveillance Initiative, COSI, COSI. has been going on for 10 years, and they measure the trends in overweight and obesity among primary school-age children in 34 countries, if my memory serves me correctly. An unusual phenomenon is occurring in some of the countries in the Mediterranean basin. I'll turn to that in a moment. And the story is about in these countries, which are in southern Europe, childhood obesity is off the chain. Horrible numbers. I'll turn my attention in just a moment. We have a call though from Jenkintown, Pennsylvania, near Philly. Mike lives there. Mike, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Good morning, Doctor, and thank you for your show, and congratulations for 13th anniversary.
Thank you.
My God, I remember first day on your show when I hear your voice, and this was like yesterday.
Yeah, well, thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much for all these years that you spent it, and I wish you good luck and health in the next many, many years.
Thanks a lot, Michael.
Thank you for your free school.
I appreciate that.
Knowledge is number one.
It is number one.
I don't know. You remember Elvis Presley?
I do.
he got everything.
Yeah.
But he don't have main thing. He don't have knowledge about health.
His health. That's right.
If he did, he'd be alive today.
That's true. And he had a lot of people around him that could have helped him, and but it didn't work out that way, and he lost his life.
Kid.
Yeah, it's terrible. But you had a question about
yes, I do have a question about
nuts.
Macadamia nuts.
Okay, let me yeah, go ahead.
I hear that nuts is good for health.
Yes.
But also I hear that macadamia nuts is high with the oil.
Okay.
And I like it. No, can you tell me, is this what kind of oil is this? Good oil or bad oil?
Okay. Generally speaking, I'm a fan of nuts. All right, eating nuts. Now, they have all sorts of health benefits relative to eating nuts. It's good for cardiovascular health. It's good for your brain. It's good for just generally protein consumption, getting a good source of protein. Omega-3 fatty acids can help fight inflammation. The thing with nuts, they are high in calories. They're high in fat. That doesn't mean they're bad. They're good fat. They got loaded with plant sterols. Plant sterols are fats. Plants do have fats. They're called sterols, and they can help lower your cholesterol. And it's another benefit of nuts. And they have vitamin E. They have fiber. They have unsaturated fats, the good fats. Plant sterols, L-arginine. Those are some of the nutrients in nuts for heart health. So they're fabulous. They are high in calories. And I just had an episode, I was sharing it with Gary and my daughter. This was going on for a month. And I remember the first episode, I got these terrible stomach cramps. They were not horrible, but they were uncomfortable. Then I had another episode, and they were worse. And then the third episode, I finally figured out that I was eating contaminated nuts. Nuts, especially macadamia nuts, remember what I just said, they have fat in them. The fat can become rancid. And what I had done was taken the nuts out of the bag and put them in a plastic container that's supposed to seal tight. I did not put it in the refrigerator. Apparently, some of the nuts in that container went rancid. And the last episode I had, I thought I was going to have to drive myself. I was going to try to drive to the emergency room. It was horrible. Buckled over. It took 2 hours for it to subside. And I finally figured out, I said, what is it? I thought maybe I had diverticulitis or something. Then I went back and calmed down and thought about it. And I realized the common variable was eating nuts. And it never dawned on me. And so that's one of the risk factors. You got to make sure, especially if they're raw, too. Now, you ask about macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts is a species of it's a genus of 4 species of trees indigenous to Australia. I happen to like macadamia nuts. I like them a lot. This business of, you said that they're cooking them in oil, Michael?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, sometimes they do that with nuts. Like you'll buy nuts in the grocery store, some of the traditional, and that comes in a can and in cans, and you notice there's oil in them. They do. It's not only relative to macadamia nuts, they do it with peanuts and other kinds of nuts. Now, that increases the calorie content. It also can oxidize the nuts, too, because it's heat. Remember what I said, nuts contain oil. You've heard the saying, first thought, best thought.
Are your joints feeling out of date and stiff? Is that old sports injury flaring up? Is your body aching from the daily wear and tear at work? Body Vigor's Joint Ready keeps you at the ready for any joint pain that gets out of line. Unfortunately, as we age, joint pain becomes more common. Body Vigor's Joint Ready can help provide relief so you can continue to go about your day. Our formula contains sulfated forms of glucosamine and chondroitin. Studies show that these sulfated forms are more effective than regular glucosamine bound to hydrochloride. Joint Ready promotes a healthy inflammatory response, facilitates cartilage synthesis, and provides additional antioxidants. Keep your joints at the ready with Body Vigor's Joint Ready, exclusively on Amazon.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garka. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garka. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. Mike in Jenkintown, you know, he asked a good question. He was asking about macadamia nuts, and he wanted to know if they will dry roast or cook these nuts, and they do. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, and that can be very problematic. When you take nuts and you expose them to high heat and during the roasting process, remember, nuts are high in fat. These unsaturated fatty acids, the omega-3s, and 6s for that matter. You subject those fat molecules to high heat, they break down and get radicalized, in quotes. They become free radicals, which damage your cells and your DNA. That's why some people will only eat raw nuts, or they will even soaking raw nuts. And when you soak the raw nuts, phytic acid is reduced. Phytic acid that's a good thing because that gets in the way of digestion of certain nutrients. Also, when you soak soaking raw nuts also increases enzyme activity. It gets elevated. And enzyme inhibitors are neutralized during the soaking process. Some people will do that. I've never done that. So you have to be careful when you are dealing with these nuts. My bad episode, boy, I'm afraid to even eat one now, given what happened. It took me, I never suspect. I thought, it didn't ever cross my mind. Yeah. They were contaminated in one form or another. How that happened, I have no clue. Here's a number to connect.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. Don't forget to go to Dr. Garko's personal email at drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. Follow us on Facebook and like us at Let's Talk Nutrition, and subscribe to our YouTube channel where everything is closed caption and archived so you can rewatch it at Let's Talk Nutrition on YouTube.
What can happen, there's the health risk of mold in nuts, not only nuts, but corn and grains. And I think that's what happened. And then you have these aflatoxins being formed. Aflatoxin is a mold. It's a type of mold, and it's a human carcinogen. It can be found in nuts. It can be found in peanut butter. That's why your peanut butter. I guess it's better to put it in the refrigerator after opening. So I'm just saying.
I mean, I had that question about pistachios with all the salt.
Raw pistachios, no salt, no oil. They're not raw pistachios. Taste very different. The roasting does create a better, for some people, a better smell, better flavor. So you have to be careful. Now, paradox. Mediterranean diet, healthy. Mediterranean lifestyle, healthy. The Mediterranean diet in particular, and by the way, it's not the olive oil that makes the Mediterranean diet healthy. It's not just the olive oil. Putting olive oil on your salad doesn't make the salad more healthy, okay? Please. But olive oil has its purpose, and some claim it has its health benefits, and when you cook with olive oil and cook it at a high heat, you now have created a problem with any oil. Nevertheless, I don't want to get off on a rant on that. I can share with you now this study from the World Health Organization and childhood obesity. They looked at 34 countries. They've been doing this for 10 years, measuring overweight and obesity in children in the European region. Cyprus, Greece, Italy, Malta, San Marino, and Spain. The WHO reported had the highest rates of childhood obesity. Why is that breaking news? Because those countries consume generally a Mediterranean diet. 1 in 5 boys in those countries, that about 18 to 21% of the boys in those countries are obese. Young girls just a little behind them, slightly lower. Childhood obesity is more prevalent in that region, Southern Europe, than it is in the United States. Well, what do you know? Where approximately 17% of children are obese and about 25% are overweight or obese, according to the United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. According to Dr. Breda, head of the WHO European Office for Prevention and Control of Non-Communicable Diseases, said, quote, obesity in the majority of the member states affects 1 to 2 in every 10 children. He went on to say, we believe it is due to the loss of traditional Mediterranean diet patterns in the South, meaning Southern Europe, and to the increased intake of sugars and energy-dense foods. I've been preaching this for 13 years, combined with particularly low levels of physical activity, close quote. Well, I'm glad you all confirmed what I've been saying. I've been saying this for 13 years, man. You import the standard American processed diet into these other countries, and it's just a matter of time until you start to see a change in the health pattern among the population, young and old alike. And again, it's the 3 culprits, the 3 usual suspects that you'll find in the lineup: salt, sugar, and fat, injected into these processed foods at high levels or at levels that get you addicted to the foods. And the food scientists working for the food companies are very good at this. They've created a bliss point. They know exactly how much sugar, what kind of salt, how much fat, what kind of fat. That's all they do all day. That's all they got to do. And they make these foods better shelf life, look better, smell better, taste better, but ironically are not better. And when we start to import those into food cultures around the world, you start to then have a rise in obesity, you have a rise in heart disease, you have a rise in cancer. I'm not making this up. This isn't science fiction. I'm not just out here on the perimeter spouting off. I'm telling you, the data are profound. This is easy to confirm. You know, we have countries noted for their Mediterranean diet with an obesity epidemic among children. You can't make that up.
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has 2 powerful herbal blends, Virilomax, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension, exclusively available on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook. Report from the World Health Organization is an eye-opener. And some people are just going to find it hard to believe that countries such as Cyprus, Greece, Italy, Malta, San Marino, and Spain, which are known for their Mediterranean lifestyle and diet, they're located in Southern Europe, by the way, have the highest rates of childhood obesity, more so than even the United States. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. This is a paradox of that really makes it's whiplash. You say, what? And well, it's not hard to explain. You don't need to sit up all night to come up with a hypothesis. And it's many of the experts are identifying the very reasons, and it's not hard to figure out. The Mediterranean way of eating, that particular diet or paradigm, is characterized by a high consumption of plant-based foods. They eat a moderate amount of fish and poultry and a moderate and low, in fact, sometimes described as a low intake of dairy products, red meat, and sweets, and a moderate use of wine. That's according, there are many reports on that, but the WHO did a report on that in 2018. You can find it. And the evidence is exhaustive and extensive that those who adhere or practice eating a Mediterranean way, a diet, have prolonged and health benefits relative to their cardiovascular system, generally to metabolic health, better management of weight, and so on. Less type 2 diabetes. It goes on and on. So the merits of the diet are well established. How could it be that in those very countries that live that way, eat a diet of the Mediterranean, of that style of eating or way of eating, and live that life, have these high rates of obesity among children? What's even more ironic, that San Marino is often considered, it has one of the longest life expectancy numbers. When you look at the CIA World Fact Book, if you go and check that, San Marino, it's got to be in the top 3, if not number 1, or somewhere close to that. CIA World Fact Book life expectancy numbers. And it has a high life expectancy. I suspect, though, that as these children mature, become adults, that they may get knocked out of that kind of prestigious category. Did you find it?
Number 5.
They're number 5.
83 years old.
That's their average. That's average life expectancy. And here now they have, and this obesity epidemic among their children in San Marino and these other countries, Cyprus, Greece, Italy, Malta, Spain. When those kids grow up, they're growing up with adult diseases. By the time they're in their 20s, they're well on their way to ill health. And I don't know if they're going to stay at number 5 in life expectancy. This is really remarkable. This goes to the point that I've been arguing a long time on this show. And I remind you one more time of Michael Crawford's book, The Driving Force, Food, Evolution, and the Future. That book, been written a while back, but Dr. Crawford was on to something. And he did extensive research in Uganda, Africa, where extreme differences in climate, vegetation, and wildlife, as it's often noted, presented a microcosm of different peoples, animals, environments, extreme differences in nutrition and disease. And he and his co-researcher, Marsh, they consider food the driving force in evolution of living organisms on Earth. Here's a quote from the book. Quote, "The fact that evolution concerned different ways of getting food is such an obvious statement, and the business of eating is of such commonplace nature that it is central importance has been overlooked." Close quote. Now, they did agree with Darwin about the notion of survival of the fittest and whatnot. But they stress Darwin's contention that conditions are crucial. In other words, the organisms must have it's chemistry. They need the nutritional compounds in order to evolve and develop in a way that inures to their benefit. Food is part of the environment and the conditions in which we evolve. Food or the chemicals in food serve as the building materials. Those were the construction materials for our biology. And that's how you have to look at it. The body, these cells, tissues, and organs, organ systems, and organisms, humans and others, didn't just fall out of the ether. According to Dr. Crawford and Marsh, about 500 to 600 million years ago, living organisms made a dynamic cosmic quantum leap in becoming more complex multicellular organisms, fueled not only by oxygen in the atmosphere, but also by fats, of all things, structural lipids, which contributed to brain development and having a bigger brain. Those omega fatty acids, it's just remarkable. And what's my point? My point is Dr. Crawford is right. It is a driving force. We are still evolving. Evolution hasn't stopped. And in these countries that were eating a diet that embraced their biology, that was compatible with their biology, are now eating a diet that is contraindicated for our biology. It's a disease. Diet is the leading cause of premature death and disease around the world. Diet. I said it. That's a quote. Hold me to it. I can make the argument. I can show you that I am on about that. I'm not the only one that has ever said that. Diet. A 4-letter word. By the way, the root word of diet is what? Die. You don't want that to happen.
At Country Life.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
to the show.
And welcome to the show. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today. They got the lights on here. Like I'm being interrogated. It's so bright. We were shooting a video yesterday, and we had to have the lights bright. I'm glad you stopped by. As always, we enjoy being here with you. And I was reporting on this new report from the World Health Organization on several so-called Mediterranean-oriented countries, in terms of diet, Mediterranean diet-oriented countries that now have a childhood obesity epidemic on their hands. Oh, my. Can't make that up. And it's just, this is not a mystery how it happened. It was the importation of a processed food diet constituted of high in salt, sugar, and fat, and pushing away from the Mediterranean diet table. And these kids are the side effect of that, if you will. I'm just saying, as I said at the end of the first hour, diet is the leading cause of premature death and disease in this country. And I dare say around the world. It is a driving force, to borrow Michael Crawford's a phrase from Michael Crawford in the title of his book. It is a driving force. This is not hard to understand. It is hard to put into practice. And once you got this, hard habits are hard to break. Good habits are easy to break. Think about that. And that seems to be the paradox of humans, too. I'll repeat what I said. Hard habits are hard to break. Bad habits are hard to break. Good habits are easy to break. You got these countries, Cyprus, Malta, Spain, San Marino, in Southern Europe. They've had the good habit of eating a Mediterranean-style diet for centuries, for heaven's sake. And the habit got broken just like that with processed foods. It's remarkable. And everybody's running around with their hair on fire looking for answers to the obesity epidemic and disease and people. Yeah, my goodness. I know we have a bias on the show. We have a point of view, and there is a bias. My bias is that it all begins and ends with diet and nutrition. Nutrition meaning the metabolism of food. And you think you could exhaust that theme. You can't. You can't exhaust it. And it makes me crazy. How could that happen? The analogy I could give you, this is like taking a world-class athlete. Let's take one that we all knew about, Mickey Mantle, a genetic specimen of consequence you will never find better, and destroyed his health with alcohol and a horrible lifestyle. Watch the documentary on him and see what he has to say about that. He had it all. It was all there in place. So were these countries, all in place, and they took a good thing and corrupted it. And now the children are suffering. They got an obesity epidemic among children that is greater than in the United States. Which country was that? I think it was San Marino.
Number 5.
Yeah. And San Marino is number 5 on the on the CIA World Fact Book. Go to their page. They're number 5 for life expectancy. That's a paradox. They won't stay there. If this trend continues as these children grow up, their life expectancy will go down. I promise you, mark my words. It's going to happen. Right now they're at number 5. I mean, It can happen to any country. We got corrupted in terms of our diet several decades ago. And this obesity epidemic got swung into play within 3 or 4 decades. It's astonishing. It was right in broad daylight, right in front of our eyes. It was like watching a train rumbling down the track at high speed, knowing that it's going to collide with another train or obstacle, and there was nothing. We just sat there and watched it. And there's scientists all over the world, health practitioners all over the world, institutes of one kind or another, trying to figure out how to resolve this. And there's not much headway being made. As evidenced by this new report, now you have countries that have a reputation and that prided themselves on their food culture. The food culture has been corrupted with processed foods high in salt, sugar, and fat. You cannot make this up. Everyone is vulnerable. Maggie Frank is my guest from anxious to speak with her. And it's timely for me because I'm working on a presentation on CBD oil. I'm supposed to give this talk. It's supposed to be about 300 or 400 people. And my working title is Aging Successfully with CBD. Here's a number to call. You can talk to me. You can talk to Maggie. You can talk to the ghost from Christmas Past. We'll conjure it up for you. Here's how to do it.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. Don't forget, please go to our Facebook page and like us on Facebook.
Like us, share us, promote us, spread the word. We need all the help we can get. I'm not shy. I'll ask. I'll ask you to help us. Maggie Frank is my guest. She is with CV Sciences. My friend and colleague, one of my closest friends and colleagues, Stuart Tomp, of course, is associated with CV Sciences. They've been on the leading and cutting edge of hemp-derived CBD products and really have made quite an imprint on the natural products industry. Maggie, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. It's great to have you on, Maggie.
Thank you, Dr. Garko. Good morning.
Good morning. I know it's got to be pretty early where you are. Are you in San Diego?
Horrible. 7 a.m.
7 a.m. Not too bad. 7:15. Are you in San Diego?
I am.
Yeah. I've always been impressed with that city, and I've often commented how clean it is. I mean, I've been there. It's almost like you can. What's up with that?
You know, they do a really good job. There's a whole lot of money in San Diego. If you have money, you can take care of things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge tourist attraction, so they try to keep the city nice. I'm a little bit outside of the city. I wouldn't consider myself a city girl, but if we were looking at all of them, San Diego, I think, is probably the prettiest.
Yeah, it's a lovely place in Southern California. If I may ask, what is your background?
My background in our industry, in the supplement industry, I've been doing this for about 15 years. I've done everything from being a nutritionist to working as a personal trainer to working retail as a supplement and HBA or beauty buyer.
Oh, wow.
And then before working for Plus CBD Oil, I was the national educator for a superfood company called Vibrant Health.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know those.
Yeah.
I know those folks. Wow, man, you've been busy. You haven't let any weeds grow under your feet. We come back. We're going to talk with Maggie Frank. She sounds up and positive. We like that.
Women who are pregnant or planning to have a child have specific nutritional needs. Maintaining optimal nutritional intake is important for mother and baby. Body Vigor's Preferred Prenatal can help mother and baby receive the appropriate building blocks for growth, development, and healthy function. The Preferred Prenatal formula provides essential vitamins and minerals, along with added support ingredients such as folic acid and DHA. Preferred Prenatal also incorporates a bonus herbal blend to help the mom-to-be with the uncomfortable side effects of pregnancy, like nausea, vomiting, mood swings, and uterine health. Support a healthy pregnancy for you and your baby with Preferred Prenatal, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Maggie Frank is my guest from CV Sciences, one of my favorite companies. Timely for me because I'm in the grips and throes of writing a presentation on aging successfully with CBD. Maggie, welcome back to the show. Man, the literature is dense on the endocannabinoid system, cannabidiol, endocannabinoids. It goes on and on. it's just amazing how there's been such an explosion of interest in this arena, right?
You hit the nail on the head for sure. Every day I wake up, go through the various sites that I get alarms for, and there's a new study on this and a new study on that, and this has been linked to this, and it's all very. It's just an exciting place to be in history.
Mm-hmm. Let me see how I can get at this. You're dialed into this every day. It's coursing through your bloodstream all the time, and I know you're thinking about it, reading about it, writing about it, talking about it. What, at the top of your mind, what is the most important thing or important things for people to understand? What do you think the listeners and viewers of this show would need really to know about CBD and the science of CBD? What really has caught your attention here?
You know, it's interesting. I find that the lotion is a wonderful, beautiful thing, but it's also been a double-edged sword, because I find in my interactions with people that most people are making this far more complex than it needs to be. And because the endocannabinoid system is a new system for most people to be discussing, they get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And what I really like to highlight to people is whole plant CBD-rich hemp oil is simply an amazing food that feeds the endocannabinoid system.
Okay.
And then that jumps me into explaining what the endocannabinoid system does, which is maintaining the homeostasis of every physiological system, which then allows me to jump to the explanation that every single disease we deal with as a society is simply the effect of a lack of homeostasis within the system. And very often we don't really realize how important that is. If I were to ask most modern Americans, is inflammation good or bad? They'd respond with inflammation is bad.
Right.
But inflammation is necessary when your arm is ripped off. You need it to survive. Inflammation has only become a problem for us because that system has become so far out of homeostasis that it's not working to protect us. It's working against us.
And to your point, and I ran across this yesterday in one of the articles. It was pretty well-articulated article. And the writer was making the point and the argument that imbalance, a lack of homeostasis, disharmony, if you want to put it that way, within biological disharmony and dissonance is the foundation for disease. It is the progenitor for disease. And to some people, that sounds abstract to say, well, that's a bunch of baloney. Homeostasis. Some cancers are caused by viruses and had nothing to do with homeostasis. Well, if you're immune suppressed, if your immune system is on the wane and you get infected with, like, say, HPV-16, which a lot of people do, but never get cancer from it, if your immune system is compromised, your odds of getting cancer from that virus are likely. Is that what you're trying to say?
100%. 100%. There are going to be things that come into our life, whether it's bacterial, parasitical, viral, and it's going to challenge our body. But the more effectively we are able to maintain homeostasis or regain homeostasis, the less harmful those things will be to us.
Yeah, the less likely that they will have a deleterious effect on our health. You know,
exactly.
That point it's an elegant point, and it sounds to many it's an abstraction. But the fact of the matter is, when you think about it for a second, when If you take an automobile, and if you have, let's say, the carburetor is not either taking enough air in or it's taking too much gas in, it's not functioning properly. It affects the entire operation of the car. Right, Gary?
It does.
And we are interconnected.
What's that?
Our bodies they're an interconnection of systems. No system is in existence on its own. It's not an autonomous being or an autonomous system. They are all interconnected.
Yeah, that comes from...
In fact,
Go ahead.
In fact, we see... I often will talk to people about the endocannabinoid system's control over both our HPA axis, our ability to regulate stress, as well as the homeostasis of our gut. And I'll explain to them that the endocannabinoid system is regulating the homeostasis of those systems, but it's a two-way street. If you're feeding your body foods that feed pathogenic bacteria in the gut, if you have a large amount of dysbiosis, or if you're somebody who refuses to cope with your everyday stress, you can actually create a situation that makes the endocannabinoid system struggle, and then its ability to regulate the homeostasis in the brain and the skeletal muscle and the liver and the endocrine system.
That's right. She's talking about the concept of interdependence. We'll explain further on LTN.
Are your joints feeling out of date and stiff? Is that old sports injury flaring up? Is your body aching from the daily wear and tear at work? Body Vigor's Joint Ready keeps you at the ready for any joint pain that gets out of line. Unfortunately, as we age, joint pain becomes more common. Body Vigor's Joint Ready can help provide relief so you can continue to go about your day. Our formula contains sulfated forms of glucosamine and chondroitin. Studies show that these sulfated forms are more effective than regular glucosamine bound to hydrochloride. Joint Ready promotes a healthy inflammatory response, facilitates cartilage synthesis, and provides additional antioxidants. Keep your joints at the ready with Body Vigor's Joint Ready, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garka. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garka. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. There's a principle, it's almost axiomatic, in fact, out of general systems theory, that if you change any one part of a system, any single part of a system, you will change all other parts of the system are affected or subject to change. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. That seems to be the point that my guest Maggie Frank was making about this organism called humans, right? And if you have a system that is malfunctioning, like your immune system, your digestive system, your endocrine system, circulatory system, whatever, it will affect all other systems in the body. And how does the body then, as biological terms, what is its job? The body does two main things every single day. It seeks energy, it needs to transform energy, and it needs to maintain balance and homeostasis within and between and among all the systems of the body. It tries mightily, notwithstanding our own bad habits. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, Maggie. Great to have you on. I want to get this cleared up and cleaned up a little bit for people that are confusing CBD, cannabis. What is cannabis? And maybe we should talk about what is cannabidiol, where does it come from, and what does it do? But in part answering that, we need to understand that when you look at the classification for the kingdom plants or plantae, down to the species Cannabis sativa L, there's this genus called cannabis. You start with the kingdom, which is plants, go down all the way down, working your way down through order, family. Then you get to genus. The family is hemp family. Then the genus is hemp. The species is Cannabis sativa. of which there are three types. Cannabis is not. There's a difference between hemp and marijuana, right, Maggie?
Correct.
Yeah.
A wide genetic difference, but in this country, we're really only focusing on one aspect of differentiation between hemp and marijuana when we classify those two plants, and that, of course, is the amount of THC by dry weight.
Mm-hmm.
If a plant is below 0.3% THC by dry weight, we deem that agricultural or industrial hemp. If it's above 0.3% THC by dry weight, then we classify that plant in this country as marijuana. And that THC is, of course, one of many phytocannabinoids. And THC is responsible for creating the psychoactive high that we typically associate with marijuana.
Right. And in that plant, you have marijuana is cultivated to have a maximum between 5 to 20% psychoactive THC. Hemp has been cultivated to have very little psychoactive THC, less than 0.3%, as you pointed out, and significantly greater levels of cannabidiol, up to 40%. So that's the difference, right?
Correct. And CBD, of course, or cannabidiol, is, of course, a non-psychoactive phytocannabinoid. And what we're seeing out of cannabidiol is that it has profound antioxidant capacity. It works on different receptor sites, the CB2 receptor sites, providing immunomodulatory as well as benefits to our COX and LOX processes, which would give us immune benefits as well as inflammatory benefits. We see that cannabidiol is going to also affect our ability to feel more blissful by it modulates an enzyme known as fatty acid amide hydrolase. If we were to make it as simple as possible, when we're really stressed out, we make a lot of this enzyme. And this enzyme, when it's out of homeostasis and it's in far too much abundance, it actually is stealing our bliss, known as anandamide.
Anandamide.
Yeah, anandamide is actually a cannabinoid that we make. So essentially, phytocannabinoids like cannabidiol are being utilized by our endocannabinoid system when it is unable to make its own cannabis-like substances to maintain its homeostasis.
Sure.
So when the system can't do its own job, it can then rely on this plant source, phytocannabinoid, to help it out during times of stress.
So we are clear now. You have this system, which did not appear in my anatomy and physiology course, by the way. We never mentioned endocannabinoids or the endocannabinoid system or cannabinoids. The endocannabinoid system is a biological system. Dr. Ralph Mechoulam, back in the 90s, identified that system because he had been doing work since the 60s on THC. He's from the country of Israel, and they have a whole different, they're the leading country in understanding this whole issue of THC, marijuana, cannabidiol. I mean, it's amazing what they've done. Turns out cannabinoids, what you need to know is this: cannabinoids are chemical messengers that activate your endocannabinoid system. Endocannabinoid system is the one within your body. The endocannabinoid system, endo means within. There are two main cannabinoids, endogenous and exogenous. There are cannabinoids made within the body, and as Maggie just pointed out, you can get these cannabinoids from plants. Your body makes cannabinoids. We have a natural inclination for cannabinoids, don't we, Maggie?
We sure do. We in fact would not develop properly if we did not get an adequate supply of cannabinoids in utero. And then once we're born, if our mother breastfeeds us, she is actually supplying us with a daily supply of cannabinoids via the breast milk.
So those would be endocannabinoids, correct?
Those are the endocannabinoids, the one that the body makes. The two we know of as of now are anandamide. Anandamide is your natural bliss. The word ananda is the Sanskrit word for bliss. So that's your bliss, your euphoric potential. And then we have 2-AG.
What does that mean, 2-AG?
2-AG.
What is it? Acetylglycerol?
Correct. And that is what we're seeing is more immunomodulatory COX and LOX benefits. It could be more likened to our CBD phytocannabinoid and how it functions.
So what happens here, you can get an exogenous form of cannabinoids, cannabidiol, from plants, hemp in particular, and can help bring the body back into balance, bottom line.
Are your joints feeling out of date and stiff? Is that old sports injury flaring up? Is your body aching from the daily wear and tear at work? Body Vigor's Joint Ready keeps you at the ready for any joint pain that gets out of line. Unfortunately, as we age, joint pain becomes more common. Body Vigor's Joint Ready can help provide relief so you can continue to go about your day. Our formula contains sulfated forms of glucosamine and chondroitin. Studies show that these sulfated forms are more effective than regular glucosamine bound to hydrochloride. Joint Ready promotes a healthy inflammatory response, facilitates cartilage synthesis, and provides additional antioxidants. Keep your joints at the ready with Body Vigor's Joint Ready, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will... Here's the LTN Health question of the day, sponsored by CV Sciences. True or false? True or false? How can I put this so you get this? Hemp and marijuana are similar in their chemical structure in terms of THC levels, right? Is that true or false? Hemp and marijuana are similar in terms of their levels of THC. You know, THC. Is that true or false? Here's the number to call to be a winner.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
THC is Delta 9 or Delta 10 tetrahydrocannabinol, THC. A lot of people know what that is. That is the compound that gives you that feeling of high. Well, I can tell you, there's high confusion, put high in quotes, high confusion about all of this, and we try to clear it up a little bit. But we would be remiss if we didn't have Maggie Frank, educator from CV Sciences, tell you about their CBD Plus products and what they are and what they do and how much to take. I'll leave that to you where you want to go with that, Maggie.
I would love to. That was one of the things that I loved coming when I was interviewing with this company, was that there is a type of whole plant CBD-rich hemp oil to fit into every single person's needs to support and feed their endocannabinoid system. So all of our plants do start out with certified cultivars, meaning that the genetics have been guaranteed. These are industrial fiber hemp plants. We use seed stalk stem, flowering top. We CO2 extract it down into a basic oil. And from that whole plant oil, we get 3 separate stages that offer a variety of benefits to the user. The first has a red label, and that is our raw product. In a raw phytocannabinoid product, the majority of those phytocannabinoids, CBD being the most abundant naturally, are going to be bound in large part to acid. In that acid-bound form, it's unable to penetrate the blood-brain barrier, meaning that the only neurogenic benefit that we're going to receive from a raw product is going to be on its neurogenic effect in the gut. So the raw tends to be benefits more body-based with very little to no neurogenic benefit. Where we've seen applications for our red label products are alternatives for pain relievers, ibuprofen, aspirin, Tylenol. We're getting great feedback on people utilizing it for gut inflammation, for indigestion, for motion sickness. And in the research, we're starting to see CBDA being applied to issues on top of the skin that we would classify as itchy or icky. So think like eczema, psoriasis. And we're also seeing its topical application in the CBDA being especially beneficial, again, for those itchy and icky conditions.
So this is the raw, the raw topical.
That's the raw topical.
Now
so
you have
raw
all
red.
Yeah, raw red, but you also have raw oral.
We have raw oral and we have a raw topical. And in the raw oral, we have the option of either doing drops. So you can drop it into your mouth. It's an oral oil, and you hold it there for a few seconds before swallowing. Or we have the option that you can take it in a soft gel that has the oil inside.
Okay.
And that option can either be swallowed or it can be bitten into to get a little bit more bang for your buck. We always get a little bit more absorption going through the mucosal membranes in the mouth. And those soft gels can actually also be opened up and applied directly to the skin for skin issues.
What's the next level after red?
We have the green whole plant decarboxylated. So essentially we take the raw oil, we put it through a heating process that breaks it away from its acid bind, now allowing it to completely cross the blood-brain barrier, giving us both mind and body benefits. So whether you are dealing with inflammatory issues or you're dealing with stress, anxiety, sleep, if you would classify the severity of that issue as mild to moderate, we would most likely guide you into a green area. So if you came to me and you said that you had a minor to moderate issue in your physical, mental, or emotional well-being, or a combination of some of those, I'd guide you to green.
What about it? Does it handle inflammation?
It sure does.
Okay.
It's essentially going to deal with everything. Now, the reason that there's a difference between the green and the gold is that based on certain lifestyle habits and the way we eat and how long we've suffered from certain conditions, our body's endocannabinoid systems will utilize cannabidiol or CBD products very differently.
Okay, so you alluded to the gold. That's the third level. That is the most potent. And what is that for?
Well, that's what I was explaining. It's not so much the condition that dictates what you choose between green and gold. It's more the severity.
I see. Severity.
Some of us, if we work out regularly, if we're moving like we should, if our omega-3 to omega-6 ratios are pretty healthy in good range, if we're eating dark leafy greens, spices, herbs, adaptogens, and our guts are healthy, then we most likely have a good density of receptor sites to bind to cannabidiol, and our receptors are most likely healthfully regulated.
Okay, so
we can think of those as a lot of hands reaching out, saying, "Hi, CBD, I want to be your friend."
All right, well, we're almost out of time. So if people, what's the website people can visit?
www.pluscbdoil.com.
pluscbdoil.com. There's a lot of material there and sold in fine health stores throughout the United States. The answer to the question today, stump the audience, is false. The amount of THC in marijuana and in hemp are considerably different. There are only trace amounts in hemp. You can eat hemp until it's coming out of your ears. You're not going to get high, so not to worry. We'll talk more about this. We'll continue this conversation. Maggie, if you can stay on the line, I'd like to talk to you off air, okay? Your health is your wealth. I'll see you tomorrow.